Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Goedemiddag, which is Dutch for good afternoon. I'm here to tell you a bit more about how we build ecosystems in Brabant and how we build Brabant Innovation ecosystems, which is the theme of today, and what our role is in that perspective. Brabant Development Agency, BOM, was established roughly 43 years ago by the Ministry of Economic Affairs and the province of North Brabant. So we have two shareholders. Reason being that at that time we had a slowing economy. And our task is just to strengthen our regional economy sustainably. How do we do that? By focusing. So we focus on 6 domains where we are or feel that historically we have been leaders and we can be and remain global leaders for the future. So I've chosen 6 domains in the areas of energy transition, medtech and life sciences, but also sustainable food production, and obviously key technologies. AI, boosting the innovation in our defense sector, and deep tech. How do we do that? We have 3 elements in our toolkit, so to say. First, to strengthen ecosystems. Ecosystems are key for us to co-create, to collaborate, and to grow international, to play Champions League, as we say. Secondly, is by investing. So we are the most active venture capitalist in the Netherlands with a portfolio of roughly 700 million euro for the Brabant region alone. We invest in new ideas, in startups, and we help them grow into small, medium-sized businesses and hopefully international large corporate. And I know there's also investors in the room, and we would be very keen to meet you afterwards to discuss on investment opportunities in our region and to collaborate. And last but not least, and that's also why we're here, to build all this from an international perspective. We help Brabant companies to grow internationally, and we help international companies, also Japanese companies, to join us to co-create and collaborate on innovations for future. Some numbers. What is important for this slide, in my belief, is first the location of Brabant, the red dot on this slide. It's close to Amsterdam, it's close to the port of Rotterdam, it's close to our neighbors in Germany and Belgium. We call it, as already my colleague Ilke also told, it's the gateway to Europe, because by this location, you can enter into Europe as a whole. Secondly, our growth numbers. As mentioned, our main goal is economic growth. Brabant has outperformed the rest of the Netherlands, but also our surrounding economies, regional economies, multiple times, quarter by quarter, year on year. So that systematic thinking of working in ecosystems seem to be paying off. The third element on this slide is the number 51. 51% majority of all the intellectual property registered comes from companies in Brabant. What does that say? It says that this region is extremely innovative. Partially due, important, by companies such as Philips, who has its bakermat and founding grounds in Brabant, and spin-offs such as ASML, NXP, and many others. Another element which I would like to touch upon is the innovation campuses. We have a large number of campuses where corporates, large, medium-sized, small, field labs, knowledge institutions, government, private investors all come together. In some cases, they share facilities, they co-create, they exchange ideas. Knowledge institutions bring their talent, they train their talent, they can experience. We have them for pharmaceutical, we have them for the food industry, and today, most importantly, obviously, in deep tech. So in the Brainport area, we have the high-tech campus Eindhoven, where some of you are already based, and we also have the Brainport Industry Campus, which is more on the, I would say, advanced manufacturing, equipment building perspective. It's a newer campus, but rapidly expanding as well by the growth and ambitions of ASML. And that's all happening now. It's all happening in the near future. And those campuses do bring us together. Again, collaboration within a very strong ecosystem. And I think important to mention as well, we are coming from a tiny country. Tall people, tiny country. And why is that important? Campuses are just a stone throw away. It's a cycle ride away from one campus to the other. So the connection is really there. Now, what do we do as the Brabant Development Agency? As I've mentioned, we have roughly 700 million euro under management. There's a lot of investment, but we don't invest alone. Again, it's in collaboration with other public and private investors. So €1 invested catalyzes another 12 euro in those investment opportunities. We invest in companies such as Smart Photonics, who will present later, Photon Ventures, the investment arm of Photon Delta, the previous speaker. But to bring ideas to the market, we help them and take young entrepreneurs and bright ideas by the hand to become startups, to become companies. On the venture development side, we have built different hubs. And I had the pleasure of visiting TIB, Tokyo Innovation Base, but also Sakura. Those kind of hubs are, in our view, very important for outside corporate innovation, outside knowledge institution for innovation, because we have to widen that base of innovation to help and grow our economies. On the innovation side, as I've mentioned, ecosystems are the most important element of our way to success. The innovation campuses, but also we bring together companies and public and private investors and knowledge institutions around the themes that I have mentioned. And last but not least, obviously, international growth and collaboration. It's one of the reasons, obviously, why we're here. We just came back 2 weeks ago from Southeast Asia, Malaysia, and Singapore, where we worked on photonics and semicon industry. We have a Dutch pavilion and the whole value chain. All those players join us in meeting other entrepreneurs and corporates and researchers on those elements and topics. And today, obviously, we're here in Japan to do exactly the same, but now more on the topic of deep tech. So co-organizing the Brabant Innovation Days is a way for us to grow and co-create and collaborate. Some pictures. It was in 25 that we invited many of you over for the Inspiration and Innovation Days in the Netherlands. On the picture on the left-hand side, you see our vice governor with the, at the time, ambassador of Japan to the Netherlands. And me and my colleague at the reception where we were hosting over 100 companies in Brainport area. And on the right-hand side, you see two pictures. That is here at the embassy, at the occasion of the preparational work for intensified collaboration between TNO, Helen's Institute, and Dexerials. And that is an upcoming signing ceremony this week, where we see again intense collaboration between Japanese and Dutch institutions. Over time, by doing this work, we have attracted over 100 Japanese companies just in our province. And most recently, Hitachi High-Tech Systems, a company that found ground on the high-tech campus in Eindhoven, but also Dai Nippon Printing. And we're very, very pleased that many of you are here in the room and also will bring testimonials today on how it is to work with Dutch companies and corporates, research institutions. What is the interaction? How can we bring knowledge to Japan? How we can bring talent to the Netherlands, and the other way around. So if you would ask me why doing business in Brabant and make that your preferred region for business is, we believe in collaboration and co-creation to drive innovation. We're also with a bunch of nice people. I would like to introduce also quickly my colleague, Edwin Zonder, here in front, who is spending almost more time here in Japan, I would say, than in the Netherlands, and also with the support, obviously, of the embassy and all speakers here on stage. Please, for today, the Brabant Innovation Days, take time to meet, to connect, and learn from each other. Thank you so much for your attention, and we very much welcome you in Brabant. Thank you very much.